Doug Ford's daughter, Krista Haynes, telling us about Doug Ford's future desires. And I think this explains a lot of his behavior lately towards Pierre Poilievre. Let's watch.
Your grandmother once told us that one day a Ford would be the prime minister. Which Ford is that going to be?
Next question. Is there anxiety around that? Do you think he'll run?
Pardon?
Do you think that he'll actually run for
Yeah.
conservative leader at some point?
Yeah, at some point.
I don't want a rhetoric again. I don't want like a Erin O'Toole again. I don't think like it's actually winner for the Conservative Party. I remember in 2021, everybody was saying that O'Toole was just a flip-flopper, and it would be the same thing with Doug Ford. So I don't think it's a good thing for Conservative to try to put Doug Ford in place.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But it explains the undermining and the sabotage of the federal campaign from Doug Ford. Doug Ford, if Alberta stays within Confederation, and I think there's a strong possibility that we won't, Doug Ford will never get past Fortress Alberta with his designs on the Prime Minister's office, because we won't stand for it. We are the brain trust of the Conservative Party. We're where the bulk of the MPs come from. We're the bulk of the fundraising and the bulk of the activism, the organizing, the volunteers. And if you think Western Conservatives will stand for Doug Ford's style of Eastern Laurentian carny sucking up conservatism, not a chance. Not a chance. He doesn't get past us to get to the office of the leader of the opposition. He'll never see the OLO, let alone become the prime minister. Now, if Alberta leaves, maybe he might. I don't think the Conservatives ever win again if Alberta leaves. But if we leave, he might find himself in the OLO. I think maybe. Because what conservatism looks like will be drastically different without Western Conservatives.
But you're right. If the Alberta is living bye-bye Conservative, like literally Alberta is why Conservative have so much seat.
Yeah. I mean, Alberta, but also like the interior of British Columbia and of course, naturally Saskatchewan. But I mean, we're just a big blue block out here. And if we leave, we'll take Saskatchewan with us eventually. They're not going to hang around to pay the bills. I think BC will probably fracture, and Conservatives never win again. Now, Doug Ford might sit in opposition forever as the leader of the opposition, and I guess, I mean, if he wants to do that, that's fine. It won't be my problem, is all I'm saying. I don't care. Don't care. Whatever happens after we're gone, I don't care.
Stay tuned, because in Quebec, we have our provincial election, and I think the Conservative Party is going to win some seats.
Yeah.
And if that happened, I think it would just do, a snowball effect that on the year after we would gain more and more people, and they would be like,
time.
Yeah, it takes time, but conservative ideas need to be understand correctly and then spread over, and more like the economic crisis and what we are seeing with immigration and everything is going to be worse. I think we will see more and more people turning into conservatism.
Yeah, well, what did they say? If the election was held today and older people were not allowed to vote, then the Conservatives would win a majority.
Oh, way big one.
Yeah, because the young people are conservative now because they're living with the fallout of bad progressive ideas. But I mean, our Western boomers are different. I say it all the time on the show. When I talk about boomers, I'm not talking about the conservative voting ones, and ours in the West are just different than those Toronto area boomers. Ours are just so much different. They've lived through boom and bust. They've dealt with two Trudeaus. They were the original separatists, and they are just radicalized in their desire to leave this country, and they're way different than those elbows up Toronto area boomers, just completely different.
Ours are too scared. They have actually been so scared since COVID-19 that now they believe so much every single word that is going out of the mainstream media. So they are ready to just follow what they have been told to follow, and they will vote for the person that people are telling them to vote for. But most of the time they will vote for the people who will give them like checks and stuff like that. This should be illegal in my point of view, like promising checks to
It's vote buying.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
vote buying. Yeah.
It should not be legal. That's it.